Last week I went to the tea. I had a very good seat. The flight were very interesting. I did not enjoy it. A young man and a young woman were sitting behind me. They were talking loudly. I got very angry. I could not hear the actor. I turned it through. I looked I looked at the man and the woman angrily. They did not pay any attention. In the end, I could not be it. I turned it through again. I can't hurt a word. I said angrily. It's not of your business. The young man said rudely. This is peasant convocation. It was Sunday. I never đọc nè. Breakfast or lunch. It was Sunday. I never get up early on Sundays. I sometimes stay in bed until lunchtime. Last Sunday, I got up very late. I looked out of the window. It was dark outside. What's day? I thought it's raining again. Just then the telephone rang. It was my aunt Lucy. I have just arrived by chance. She said, I'm coming to see you. But I'm still having breakfast. I said, what are you doing? She asked, I'm having breakfast. I received it. Do you mean, she said, do you always get up so late? It's 1 o'clock. 3. Please send me a card. Podcast Unway Poison My Holiday. Last summer I went to Italy. I visited museum and sat in Polish garden. Friendly waiter taught me a few words of Italian. Then he lent me a book. I read a few lines, but I did not understand a word. Every day I talk about podcasts. My holiday passed weekly, but I did not send any cards to my friend. On the last day, I made a big decision. I got up early and told 37 cards. I spent the whole day in my room, but I did not buy a single card. For an assistant trip, I have just received a letter from my brother Tim. He in Australia. He has been 3 for 6 months. Tim is an engineer. He working for a big firm and he has really visited a great number of different places in Australia. He has just bought an Australia cat and had gone to Alice Spring. a small town in the centre of Australia. A small he will soon visit Darwin. From there, he will fly to Fez. My mother had never been abroad before, so he is finding this trip very exciting. 5. No wrong numbers. Mr. James Cox had a garage in Sibury, and now he has just bought under the garage in Pinehurst. Pinehurst is only 5 miles from Sibury, but Mr. Sock cannot get a telephone for his new garage, so she had just bought Terror Pigeon yesterday. A pigeon carried it. The first message from Pinhot to Sibury. The birds converse the distance in 3 minutes. Up to now, Mr. Scott has sent a very many requests from SwearPath and other ungained messages from one garage to the other. In this way, he has begun his outdated telephone service. 6. Percy Boston. I had just moved to a house in Beatrice Street yesterday. Biggest knocked at my door. He asked me for a meal and a glass of beer. In return for this, the biggest stood on his her and sang song. I gave him a meal. He ate the food and drank the beer. Then he put a pile of cheese in his pocket and went away. Later, a neighbor told me about him. Everybody knows him. His name is Percy Boston. He can average how in the chest one a month, and always ask for a meal and a glass for beer. 7. Too late. The pangolins and detective were waiting at the airport. All morning, they were expecting a valuable parcel of deer month from South Africa. A few hours early, someone had told the police that a thief would try to steal the diamond. When the some of the thieves were waiting inside the main building, while others were waiting on the airfield. Two men taught the parcel of the two two men taught the parcel of the pen and carry it into the custom house, while two detectives we kept keeping go at the door to order of the parcel. To their surprise, the Paris pencils were full of thorn and sand. The best and the worst. John Center had the most beautiful garden in our town. Nearly everybody entered for the night garden competition each year, but John win every time. Bill first garden in lager than John. Bill worked harder than John and throw more flowers and vegetable, but John garden is more interesting. He has made neat path and has built a wooden bridge over a pool. I like gardens too, but I do not like hard work. Every year I enter for the garden competition too, and I always win a little prize for the worst garden in the town. 9. A cold welcome. On Wednesday evening, we went to the town hall. It was the last day of the year, and a lot of people had gathered on the town hat clock. It was just in 20 minutes time. 15 minutes past and 10 at 5 to 12 the clock stopped. The big minutes had did not move. We waited and waited, but nothing happened. Suddenly someone shouted, "It's 2 minutes past 12. The clock had stopped. I looked at my watch. It was 2. The big clock refused to come the new year. At that moment, everybody began to laugh and sing. 10. Not for the we have an old music instrument. It's called a clavichord. It was made in dress money. Our clavichord is kept in the living room. It had belonged to our family for a long time. The instrument were bought by my grandfather many years ago. Recently, it was damaged by a visitor. She tried to play chess on it. She showed the key to her and 2 of the children we poking. My father was shocked. "No, we are not allowed to talk is in begin reported by a friend of my father's.